Hi, my name is Arnie Peterson from Awareness and Health. I'm a hypnotherapist, an energy healer, and a mindfulness teacher. Now, this episode's the end of a 6-week theme that we were working on up-leveling career performance. And this last episode, it's the 7th one, I'm going to be just giving you an overview of tying everything together of all of the last 6 videos of this section before we move on to a new theme. And so I'm going to start with the first video, which the first one was about radical self-care. Now, if you think of a building, say a building was built just good enough to be able to handle the structure that was put on it, and then it got kind of old, and over time maybe that foundation really wasn't that supportive of the structure that it was on, but then the people wanted to renovate and to add another floor and a lot of extra weight and a lot of extra height, and they wanted to expand. But that foundation, if they didn't create a better foundation, if they didn't up-level that foundation first, it really wouldn't work to hold that structure very well. It could settle, it could crack in the foundation, it could cause cracks in the walls, the house could settle in many different ways. And so really, radical self-care is about looking at, this is where I'm wanting to go. I'm wanting to up-level my life and my experience. I'm wanting to create goals. I want to achieve things and do things different. So we need to essentially raise the bar of our self-care to be able to handle where we're going. So the structures we're putting on it, we're creating the foundation, putting more bricks down, making the foundation more solid with this self-care within ourselves to be able to handle the emotional confidence, to be able to move through and navigate whatever comes up in life, whatever arises. So we need to move that self-care up there and really take care of ourselves better, to have that self-esteem bank built up high enough and within ourselves to be able to handle these changes. In the second video, it's about setting and achieving goals. So we want to, when we're achieving a goal, we're wanting to move up there and up level and achieve something big, something that's out of our comfort zone, something that is out of character from what we're used to. So if we're wanting to do that, if you think of a puzzle, that whatever pieces you put together, all of the pieces, that's the complete puzzle. So if you have a whole bunch of puzzle pieces mixed together, you're not going to find that they fit very well. And when you get the puzzle completed, and you might try and force some pieces and it might not fit well, it might not be the end result of the puzzle that you want, or some pieces, some steps might actually be missing. Have you ever done that? You put the puzzle together, it's like there's some pieces missing, or there's some from another puzzle mixed in. And so every step that you take, the essence of the whole, whatever the goal is that you're wanting to achieve, looking at the essence, what is it about this goal that I'm wanting to achieve? What is it I'm wanting to bring into my life? What is the experience, the feeling I'm wanting to? Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it's a feeling of excitement, a feeling of satisfaction. So every step along the way, every step we take, if we bring in satisfaction, a feeling of freedom, feeling good about ourselves in every step, the sum total of every step that we put into that puzzle, when it's a completed puzzle, will actually give us that feeling. The end result will be that. But if every step was impatience, and if it was this isn't good enough, and we're really critical, we're really trying to rush through, when we get to the end, we're not going to feel really good. We're going to feel it's not good enough, I really could have done better, and we're going to feel really rushed to create some other goal to make us feel better. And so it's really important to look at the steps of achieving goals and really look at the essence of what we're wanting to achieve and bring that in every step along the way. So video number 3, synchronicities, aligning with flow. In a sense, it seems like, well, we need to do certain things to create synchronicities to happen, but synchronicities are happening all the time. When we're not aligned with flow, when we're stressed and we're putting blocks out there, we're not happy, we're resisting life, we're actually creating synchronicities to happen all the time. We're creating traffic to get jammed up. We're creating relationships and circumstances to create tension in our lives and stress. We're getting synchronicities of lots of bills coming in and making us feel a lack of abundance. And all of these synchronicities are still happening. They're just happening to reinforce the negative headspace that we're in. Now, if we want synchronicities to happen that feel good, that those incredible experiences where things just line up and feel really great and they bring abundance into our life, we need to align with the flow of those emotions, to just be open to flow, allowing and accepting life. And if we're allowing and accepting life, if we're allowing and accepting and being okay with whatever happens in life, we're now open to synchronicities of flow, the flow of abundance and prosperity and good feelings of joy. And interestingly, the way to do that is starting internally. If we start internally and we accept and allow and experience just going into the feelings of our body sensations and allow what we're feeling, feeling our breathing, following whatever we're feeling in our body, and we allow whatever's there with whatever happens in life, we're actually okay with life. We're actually saying that I accept life. We're allowing and accepting life to the same degree we're allowing and accepting our internal environment. So synchronicities will then start to happen more and more of the positive kind, the kind that makes us feel really good, things lining up with flow. So that's really important with synchronicities. Allowing and accepting what we're feeling allows life. Accepting life and opens up the flow of positive synchronicities. And so the next video it was episode number, I forget the number of episode, but it was video number 4 in this sequence. And one area of our life, if one area is holding us back in life, for example, if we're stuck in one area, but all the other areas are going pretty good, we really can't up-level the other areas that far beyond the area that's not working good, because it's in the back of our mind. If it's bothering us, it's still there. If there's a relationship that we're having challenges with, or if we're struggling with money, or something's going on, there's some health issue, everything we do, that will be there in the back of our mind. And so here's the area here that we're stuck on. And then all the other areas, they're out here. We've up-leveled them to a certain degree, but we can only go beyond a certain point. We can only stretch beyond the sum total of where we are overall in our life. So if one area is holding us back, and if we're feeling not good in one area, the other areas can only get stretched so far, and they get stretched too thin. And the tension, the resistance wants to keep pulling us back into that lower area. So if we want to actually move forward in other areas of our life, up-level all the areas of our life, we need to look at the lower area, the area that is holding us back. And if we can then move this area forward, then we can stretch the other areas, we can stretch ourselves out of our comfort zone even more. And so it's really helpful to go into the last section, just allowing and accepting what we feel, and looking at that area and looking into it, and really looking at our goals and what's the essence of what we're wanting to achieve here, and really working from that point on achieving changes and up-leveling that area of our life. So the next video, the 5th one in the sequence, it's what got you here can't get you there. So in order to get here, we were down here, and we had to align with up here to go from here up to this place right here. And so it took us raising our vibration and putting ourselves out there in different ways and to get here, to align with this area here. But if we want to get up here, what got us up to here can't get us here, because we have to align with up here. So we have to really put ourselves out there and step ourselves out of our comfort zone in different ways to be able to achieve and handle whatever is required of us to get here. And going back into the earlier videos, the essence of the whole, that puzzle pieces. And so every step, bringing the essence of what we want up here to help us align in every step with where we're wanting to go. So if you can't handle where you are, how can you handle more? We're wanting to get up here, but emotionally now, if we can't handle here, this is the last video in this section, this is the 6th one in the series of this theme. If we can't handle here, if we're challenged emotionally and there's too much going on here, but we want to move up here into a different place, how can we get there? Because the steps that it's going to take to require us to get up to there, the emotions that are going to come, stepping out of our comfort zone, changes in life to get up to here, because this is a change. This is what we're used to. And if we want to get up here, it's going to bring up different emotions and different experiences in life. So we need to be able to first handle here. Otherwise, getting up here, it's just going to be this elastic. We're going to try and get up there, but it's just going to pull us right back. So emotionally, it's really important to go into our body and to accept and allow what we're feeling. And I talked about this sponge before in the past, that with this sponge, if we're squeezing it really tight, there's a lot of resistance. We're really just stuck in life. But if we allow and accept and be with what we feel, it's really interesting that flow begins to open up, change begins to happen because we're letting go of resistance. And when we're wanting to let go of the past, just like breathing, when we breathe in a new breath, we have to let go of the old breath first. So our breathing has in it the wisdom that'll help us move through change in life and up level to make changes, to bring in the new. And it teaches us how to let go of the old, to bring in a new breath. So if we let go of that old breath, we have to relax and let go. And so if we relax and let go, and we go into our body and follow our body sensations, what happens, see my fingers on this sponge, they just begin to relax. I'm allowing and accepting what I'm feeling. And when I allow and accept what I'm feeling with no resistance, there's nothing to hold that sponge there anymore. There's nothing to hold the past there anymore. There's nothing to hold old mental views and emotional ways and patterns from the past that block change. So now I'm open. And now when I step out of my comfort zone and take a step to do something new, I'm actually in a really good place where I've created emotional competence, where I'm competent in being able to handle my emotions. So then I become confident that whatever steps I take or I want to take to achieve my goal, anything new out of my comfort zone, I create this confidence where I'm able to do it. I'm able to put myself out there because I know I'm going to be able to handle whatever emotions arise. So that's the full series of the last section, and I really hope that you enjoyed that, and I'm really looking forward to the next series. And one of the things before I get to that is that if you're challenged with any stress or anxiety, then on my website there's a free hypnosis sampler to give that a try to see how that works for you. It's very relaxing. It'll help you connect with your body and to create flow in your body to help let go of stuck emotions. So just go onto my website. The URL is down there. Just click on the link, awarenessandhealth.com. And at the top header of any page, there's a sign-up box. You just put your email and your name in there, and then you'll get that free audio that you can use. And so the next section, we're starting a brand new theme next week, which I'm really excited about. It's about letting go of unresolved trauma. And the first one is about releasing cellular memory, how trauma gets stuck energetically in our cellular memory and how to release that and let that go. So I really hope you enjoyed this last series, and I hope you enjoyed this video today, tying everything together. My name's Arnie Peterson from Awareness and Health, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next week.